Hello everyone, an arm break news for you today. Unfortunately, Adin Ross's bodyguard broke his right arm while trying to arm wrestle someone on a live stream. The event was unfortunate, it was difficult to see, and many people saw it live. It was a shock for everyone. So I'll show you the video now and then we'll try to break it down as to why it happened and how it could have been prevented.
Oh shit, you good?
So as you saw, he was in an arm break position. What is an arm break position? When you're trying to go sideways, you're away from your body and your opponent applies pressure in this direction. So your humerus bone breaks from here. Sometimes the elbow breaks. A very few occasional times the forearm can also break, but most of the times, 90% of the times, the humerus breaks from here, and this is what happened in this case as well. And usually people see an arm break position as this in the center table. This is not really an arm break position. Yes, if you get in this position, somebody is trying to jerk on your arm, it is going to hurt. It is going to hurt in your elbows, but this is not really an arm break position even if you're looking away from your arm, because your elbow is inside your body. When your elbow is outside your body, and especially in a winning position, when you are near the pad, when you're about to beat your opponent here, then you are in a position where you kind of have to switch from pulling to pushing, just to push your opponent's hand to the table, to the pad, to beat him. And this is when he applies up pressure that breaks. Like, even being in this position kind of hurts here. Ton of pressure already applied here. So what you can do to prevent this situation is, if you end up here and you cannot win this match, either try to stand back up, then go down again with a better position, or try to curl your wrist. If you are in this similar position and you somehow curl your wrist, then beating him or even trying to push him down will be much easier and will be much less difficult for your arm to handle, and the arm break position may be prevented. It can happen in good position as well, but this is how I would advise you to prevent that. And if you still want to push, you have no other option, then do not push like this. Maybe just stand up and then try to press instead of pushing. If you are pressing, your arm will not break. Keep this in mind, golden rule. Do not push, just press. If you're pressing, the chances would go down drastically. I would say less than 1/5. That is the only option you have in that position. Otherwise, you need to stand up, then curl your wrist in and then hit. Your arm break will be prevented. Devon Lett already made a video about this. Adin Ross was mad at people who were showing this arm break position. But for the beginners, yes, it is for the views. Anybody who says that he's not talking about this topic for views is straight out lying. It is a lie. Everyone who is making a video is about the views. But you can educate people as well. For sure, the more people see this, they are going to run away from competing. And people say that any publicity is good publicity, but I'm not sure in this case. At least it is going to scare away some of the potential future competitors in the sport of arm wrestling. But on the other hand, it may draw a lot of attention, a lot of new fans who just want to watch and do not want to compete. So it can happen both ways. Yes, it can go positively as well, and I'm feeling sad to say that, but yes, it is going to scare away some of the players in the future. And these guys are trying to do good for arm wrestling. Adin Ross recently arm wrestled Andrew Tate. He lost even with a single finger, which was disappointing on his behalf. But they're trying to do something for arm wrestling. These are really, really famous people, and at least it is, unfortunately, it had to be in that way, but it is getting some recognition either by Andrew beating him with one finger or this arm break. I hope he recovers well. If some of you are watching this for the first time, then yes, arm breaks can be recovered easily. People have become world champion over a period of next 3-4 years after an arm break. Sergey Kalinichenko broke his arm and he's competing at the elite level once again. Dave Chaffee broke his arm more than a decade ago. 4 years later, he became WAF world champion. So there are many arm breaks at elite level as well, but much less, probably 5% or 2% compared to non-elite arm wrestlers. Once again, remember, if you get in this position, either try to keep your elbow inside, and if you end here, either try to curl, then go down, or stand up and then push instead of sorry, press instead of pushing, and it may be prevented. And the golden rule, as everyone says, please look at your arm, look at your hand all the time. Do not look away from your hand. It can also change the pressure on your arm. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. Subscribe.